Okay. Welcome, everyone. Today, I have the pleasure of having Deepak Bhai with me. And what he's going to demonstrate today is a very interesting practice. Now, we know that the main breathing is diaphragmatic breathing, right? Main breathing is a belly breath when you have the diaphragm going down nicely and expanding the lungs. But what happens many times is that the chest wall and the chest cavity and the ribs between the two, the spaces, and also the muscles around the chest. Even though this is accessory, you know that we need to exercise them too. And along with that, the lungs also participate. So there are a couple of movement practices, uh, being, Monday movement, some movement practice. But the movement practice will also lead to some advantages for the breathing, for the lungs, for the chest muscles, for the rib muscles, etc. So over to you, Deepak Bhai, please lead. I'll be standing as I do
Okay,
this.
thank you. So this is like expanding and squeezing the lung exercise. You can do by sitting on the chair. You can do in standing up position, any position you want. We'll try to coordinate with the breaths. Try to hold also after exhale and inhale. Water you can hold a couple of seconds, little bit more fine. So first we'll do is we'll take two normal breaths. Then we'll take a full breath, full belly breath. And hand all the way out, expanding the lungs. Hold there for a couple of seconds, then squeeze the lung, exhale while exhaling. Hold, expand again, inhale. Exhale. Squeeze, you can bend little bit also. Tummy all the way back. Inhale. Tummy all the way out. Exhale. Squeeze the lung, bend little bit, tummy all the way in. Inhale. Focus on the breath. Exhale. One last time. Inhale. Exhale. Take two normal breath. This was two lung, we squeeze both the lungs. Now we'll do the one lung squeezing. We'll move on one side and then we'll move on the other side. So we'll right now let's take two normal breath. Inhale. Move on one side. Hold for a second. Then exhale. Do on the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Notice one lung is squeezing, other lung is expanding. coordinate with the breath or focus on the breath. One more time. Let's take 2 normal breaths. This is exercise for squeezing and expanding lung and lung area muscles. All the muscles are all squeezed and expanded. So thank you.
Thank you, Deepak. This was very interesting because my experience with this was, if I can demonstrate that, when we opened up, the clavicle or the collarbones went up, and as I went this way, it allowed the upper chest ribs, the first, second ribs to allow to expand. And it pivots in a such a way, hinges like that, it's a hinge, it opens up. The second thing that happened as I did this was the bones here, the shoulder bones, the back here, back bones, the scapula, shoulder blade, they call it. The blades, they were like this, and they moved out as I went out like that. So when they move out, as you keep the center portion of the ribs, had a chance to expand. And also when I did up like this, the muscles here, the neck muscles, the accessory muscles got the practice also. So it was a fascinating practice where the chest breathing is helped significantly as well. Now, I also focused on the diaphragm at that point, but you can do your own experience to see what happens to the belly, what happens to the diaphragm at that point, and continue practicing this. So this was thank you very much for leading us through this wonderful movement practice.